everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Brianna.
And I am Corey.
And we are doing episode 3 of the wedding vlog series today because we have a lot to get done.
A lot to get done.
We have
today.
literally meetings on the hour, every hour. So what are we doing today? Also, quick,
Judge plug-in situation.
I was like, the cat's got my tongue. What am I trying to say? Quick plug, I am a 2024 bride. We are getting married in September. And
hey, I'm a 2024 groom.
You're a 2024 groom. We're getting married in September 21st. And we're about what? Like 8 months from the wedding?
8 months from the wedding.
About 8-ish months from the wedding. And so now that we are actually in, I feel like the home stretch, people say this is the time that like really flies by. So subscribe, we have a lot of wedding content and fun stuff coming. But with that being said, today we have 3 appointments. I don't really know, I was gonna say I don't really know what's gonna come out of them, but I'll explain a little bit more.
Information, at least.
Information more so. So today we have one meeting with a florist, which we're at right now, so we're gonna walk in the next few minutes here because I got a quote from one florist, but I want to compare it to another florist, and this florist is pretty close to our wedding venue.
It's
so
not
we
just
have
pretty
that
close, a mile.
like a mile away, yeah. So we have that florist, and then the second meeting that we have of the day is a rental company for chairs, plates, forks, dishes. Oh, I said
linens.
I said I think linens too. Like, so our venue has that. Like, we also, what is this piece of here doing? We have dishes that's at the venue, but we wanted to see if we actually wanted something more. I would say we don't really. Do you even know what they look like that come from the venue?
Not a clue.
Yeah, I think you had asked me that today, and we just want to see what else is out there, and I want to see what's out here or what's out there before we go to the venue and be like, oh, we don't like your dishes, now we have to go and do a separate thing. So that's another appointment that we have today, and then our last appointment is we are actually going to our venue to do a little bit of a walkthrough, talk to the wedding coordinator, and just talk about a few questions that I have. You know, what's the outside setup? Where am I gonna be when I need to put my dress on and be hidden from Corey? Can we put flowers here, there, this place, and this place, and everywhere? So we've got a few things to do, but we are now going into the florist here. With that being said, I'm gonna try my best to like vlog a lot, but it might be moments like this.
Yeah, that's fine.
It might be a lot of check-ins, very like chatty moments and whatnot. We'll try to take you along on a lot of the process as well. I am gonna bring actually my computer into the florist because you all know me, very type A, and I have a floral mood board that I want to be able to walk through with the florist of like what I want and what our vision is. So if she asks or has any questions, I want to be able to show that to her. So our appointment is at 10. It's 10:03, so we're running in now, but I wanted to intro the vlog. So subscribe if you're ready for some wedding content. But with that, let's go into the florist appointment. Woohoo!
Flowers.
I love the curled edges. Like, this is exactly what I feel like I was looking for. Yeah, this one is also, I just love that this one, I feel like it gives it a little, not like movement, but because there's so many little petals, I think it's pretty. That one's kind of fun too. I think I like that this has a lot of very tight petals, yet you can see a lot of depth through the flower too. It's just pretty. So for the ceremony, I really love this arbor look with the majority baby's breath and like the curled roses, the ones that are almost like they're like trying to touch, but they don't. Yes, like the freestanding. Those I would say are definitely my favorite.
Do you like the idea of one a little bit shorter than the other?
Yes, and I think I would put the shorter one on my side and maybe the taller one on his side, or vice versa. I don't really know which potentially would look better. Majority's baby's breath with like,
and maybe some of those
curled roses. The mums would be gorgeous in there.
Those will have,
like fill it in. I think that would be beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, that gave me a great idea though. I know just which one.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. And then I was thinking we could repurpose my bouquet and the 2 bridesmaids bouquets on the table if possible as well. Do you recommend something in the front? I don't know actually how big it is, but I'm wondering if we make like 1 or 2 or clouds in front.
What I would do is the ground garden in the front.
Yeah.
And then I don't know that I'd put anything on your table. So the ground garden could be moved in and placed. They're the right height to sit, you know, right in front of the table.
Okay, and you think 1 would be better than 3? We just finished up at the florist. I loved meeting the florist in person. So I met with two, one just like over the phone, and we've gone back and forth on my quote just from like a finance standpoint. And then we just met with this florist. She's been doing it for 31 years. She is a very small business. I loved everything about her. I feel like she was bringing my vision to life. She was challenging me, like sharing different things. And I think that's what I want in someone. I want someone that's going to actually bring me the truest vision versus just going off of my Pinterest photo.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I also really thought it was nice that she was listening to you and including you. You know what I mean? Like, from a man's perspective. Yeah, but you know, like, she asked you, she was like, well, do you like a boutonniere? Like, not being rude to me about saying I didn't want them, but like, how do you feel, like, you know, Corey, about not having a boutonniere? And like, listen to Corey say, I don't think I want one. She was like, would you want a floral pocket square? And like, I don't know, I feel like she was absolutely great. So now we have to wait, I think she said a week to 10 days to get our full quote back. I am happy to like share our budget once we actually go through a lot more with things. I don't want to spend an arm and a leg on flowers, but flowers are expensive. We want a
especially for something that lasts 2 days.
And we want a big archway, which is like a few $1,000s. Like, it's a few $1,000s for the archway, and there's a few little other florals that we want as well, so we know that, you know, florals are expensive. And as someone that wants orchids and like curled roses and a little bit more baby's breath, like, I don't want more garden flower, which is more cost effective than the flowers that I'm choosing. And we have a vision, and we just want that vision.
Right.
I think there's certain things that you can like pull back on in your wedding, and I think one thing that was important for us is the florals.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm not willing to budge on the fact that I want an orchid. I'm not willing to budge on the fact that I want a cascading bouquet. Like, those are things I'm not willing to budge on. Saving money, we don't have to rent plates. We don't have to rent this, but florals I feel like is something important to me. Would you say it's important to you?
Absolutely. Yep.
I mean,
because that's the whole aesthetic.
I do. I feel like florals is like a big thing.
That's the vision.
That's the vision. So now we are headed into the rental company for plates, light fixtures that we want at the ceremony and the reception, if we want concessions or anything. So we'll take you along. It's just a big warehouse that we're walking through, and we're not solidifying anything today, but we're just kind of getting a feel. And now on to the next thing. Yes, next meeting. Well, that was quick. We were in there for maybe
all of 5 minutes.
5 minutes. It was so fast. I was under the impression that going to the rental company for plates and dinnerware and whatnot was gonna be like, we were gonna sit there and like make a tablescape together in like a nicer facility. And this one was like half party rental, half like tool backhoe, shovel rental. And I was like,
what is happening?
I don't know if I like this. So basically we just kind of went in. We can do all the pricing online, and there was streamlined white plates that we like if we need them. We are in decision of, comment down below what you guys think. I would love your advice. We have the option to rent chairs, like the chairs with the, what are they called? Like, not like wood looking, but they're like higher back, more elevated, elegant.
I feel as though it's
chairs.
like the standard looking elegant chair
that you like see. Yes. So we have the option to rent those and have them be like white or black or gold, whatever style that we decide. If we wanted to, we also can rent like a popcorn machine if we want to do something fun, which I kind of do, but we need to kind of suss it out. So now we're at the actual venue. Not that I don't care about table setting, but I just want like streamlined white. Originally I wanted maybe gold trim, but we don't want gold in the room anymore, so we're deciding against that.
Right.
And other than that, I would say that was like the complete opposite experience from like the florist.
Absolutely.
Like I did not, I wanted to like get out of that rental company as fast as possible. And
it's not a knock to the person who was helping us, but he definitely wasn't the tablescape person.
No, he definitely was like selling tools. And I was like, okay, well, I'm here for like my wedding. Like, I need someone that's gonna be here to like help me and whatnot. So,
and also the four tables they had set was not even a vibe. I'm like, I don't even see this in anyone's vibe. I'm just like, this is what we're putting out here.
Yeah. So we're at the venue now. I have a few questions. Actually, that's another thing I loved about the florist is when we were going through the flowers, we actually walked through the day start to finish versus what flower arrangements or things that we felt like we needed. And we actually picked up on other flowers and stuff that we needed. So we're gonna head into the venue. We are about a half hour early to our appointment, which is fine. Maybe we'll get like a glass of wine, you can get a beer. Yeah. I think we're definitely gonna do lunch at the venue too, because we don't do a food tasting here. So we're gonna go do that, which is exciting. And I probably will not, I'm not gonna take you along in our venue just for safety purposes. Like, we're not sharing our venue or what it looks like inside. So instead, we can talk about it after the venue. Like, once I get home, maybe I'll share some like pictures or like videos of food, but other than that, we're not gonna video the inside. And that's it. We haven't been back.
We haven't been back since we picked it. I know.
Yeah. You're also like out of frame. Could you like move over? Much better. See, why don't you want to just be in the middle?
I guess I didn't really think.
Well, you're out of frame.
Excuse me. Give me a kiss, please.
No. Okay, I'm ready to go inside. Okay, hi, we have made it back from our adventurous day. It is, I think, almost 4 o'clock. Let me check my phone, 3:50. So I was a little bit asleep in the car because I am like full up to my eyes in food. We had so much good food at the venue. We do not do a tasting with our venue because they are just a little bit smaller and they don't offer like a tasting. We also have like kind of full, not the word control is like the wrong word, but like full autonomy over our menu. We would get to kind of decide. So we tried some of the charcuterie boards and some grilled cheese and some nice wines, and we got to do that this afternoon. But we got so many of our questions answered about the day and what's to be expected and things that we want, and our wedding venue and the woman that we're working with is just so amazing. I'm gonna share after our wedding a lot about the venue and just everything. We're just keeping, like I said before, the venue like for safety reasons. Also, sorry, I feel like my hair is a little bit crazy and I just wanted to like fix it a little bit. But we had a really nice, wonderful little afternoon. So nice. I feel like we got so much accomplished. We know what we want to do for our table setting. We know that we're gonna do a very like white monochromatic look. We think we're gonna rent chairs instead of the chairs that they have. So we'll do that in a whole nother like separate wedding episode because that's to come a little bit more in the future. But wanted to share a little bit about that. And I also wanted to share our save the dates. So we got these in the mail. I love them. They just say our date, save the date for, I'm holding this down here because this is the like actual location, but I think they came out so nice. They're more matte like this, but because I'm standing in front of the window, they have a little bit of that like glossy finish. And then the back is also really cute. I'm gonna cover up our like wedding website because like I said, again, for safety reasons, we're just not putting that on the internet, but it says, "We can't wait to celebrate with you," and it has me and Corey's favorite photo. So we got our save the dates. These are gonna be headed out in the mail probably in the next, like, I wanna say week or so. My goal is to actually address them tomorrow and then hopefully get them in the mail early next week, I think. So it was a big wedding day. We got save the dates in the mail. We are headed out, or like we headed out for the day and did 3 appointments, florist, the rental company, the venue, and just did a lot of fun wedding stuff. I got a lot of our wedding questions answered too, which was actually really nice because I feel like until you're sitting down with like your wedding coordinator and whatnot, I feel like there's just a lot of like questions. We also had not been back to the wedding venue since we actually went and the first time and actually picked it out. So the spaces felt so much bigger. They were set up for like at a big engagement party in our part of the venue, like where we're actually gonna be having our wedding. So we got to see it a little bit more decorated and that was just an absolute blast. But I'm not sure how long this video is gonna be. Comment down below if you have any other questions that you want me to answer in the monthly coffee chat coming up this month, or just wedding questions in general that you want me to answer. I'm happy to do so. But I love you guys so much. Thanks for coming along on our little wedding episode. It was truly the best day. Corey and I were sitting at lunch and just saying, oh my god, this was like the perfect day. We got so many questions answered. Like, we know our action steps, we know what's coming next, and we walked into our venue. I almost started to cry because we just hadn't been there in a year and it feels like it's getting really real. So with that, I love you guys so much. Make sure to subscribe down below, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day, and thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.